Hey guys, what's up? I'm your host Jamal Knight. So in this video, I'll be answering your questions that you asked me in my previous video. Just before starting off the video, I want to apologize to everyone out there for not uploading any videos lately, and that's because I had my exams going on and just a lot of other study materials. I had to refer a lot of books and we had like a lot of things to be done. That's why I just was like very busy with all of those and could not upload anything out there on YouTube. But now that everything has been sorted out, I'm free and I'll be back to my normal upload schedule. Without any further ado, let's get into the first question. Leo Cuba asks, how was your first competition? So basically my first competition was absolutely incredible. I never felt that it was my first competition because of you people. Like, you helped me out so much in the competition, like you Leo Cuba yourself, then Mac Cuba, Naman Jain and VAV Hoops and just many other people who, like, some of them, yeah, I didn't even know who they are, but yet they helped me a lot. One of them was Amok Rao. So I want to thank each and every one of you. It was an absolutely great feeling, especially the way the atmosphere of a competition is absolutely different from the atmosphere you have while cubing at home, because in home I just usually use my mobile or maybe laptop to time myself, but in competition you have those stack timers which are like especially the first run average was not that great for me. It was like 14 point something, which is absolutely terrible because I was like not at all used to the stack mat. The average could have been 12, but I was so damn nervous that time that I plus two of my solves and I was about to DNF one of my solve. One of them was a 15, but still I got a kind of sub 15 average, so like that's kind of okay. But like keeping at competition obviously is extremely different, but you need to be extremely calm. That's my tip. And if you can't be calm, I'd say talk to your friends, talk a lot. Just try to forget that thought that you actually have something in your mind, like you are nervous or just something like that, and you should be great to go. Advait the Cuber asks favorite cube manufacturer. So I basically don't have a favorite cube manufacturer, but it should go to Gan, Moyu, Chi, and Yushin. Favorite YouTube channel? So basically, I guess I've answered this question a lot of times, so you can just go back in the video, or you can just find out. I don't exactly know where your question is going to be placed in the video, like in the first, middle, or the end. So it's somewhere answered in the video, so you can go check it out. Main event and favorite video game. Main event is 3x3 or 3x3, whatever you call it. And favorite video game, as I said, it was Clash of Clans and it's nothing now. And I'll make it really clear, I don't play PUBG, neither do I play Fortnite, so please don't ask me about that. Question comes from Funboy7. He asks, what is your name? I know. Well, what I think question is basically, if you don't know the answer to it, only then you're supposed to ask. But if you know the answer to it, it means that you're just testing the other person. So if you know the answer, I'm not going to answer the question. Next question he asks is, what is your favorite video game? Well, my favorite video game was Clash of Clans because I used to play that game a lot. But nowadays, because of all the study boredom and just a lot of other things, I really don't play any more games. So Clash of Clans was the only thing I used to play. So that's my favorite video game. Next question he asks, what is your favorite 3x3? My favorite 3x3 is currently the GTS 3M because that's the best cube I currently own in my cube collection. But in general, because of the feeling and all such stuffs, I probably feel the 356X or the GAN Infinity could be a great choice for me. But just saying the cube that I own, I really love the GTS 3M. Favorite cubers? 2. So my favorite top 2 cubers are Felix Zemdex and Max Park. Favorite YouTuber? So basically, I don't have a personal favorite YouTuber. It just varies from person to person. So I, apart from cubing, just watch videos on editing or some just general knowledge type of questions. So I'd say my favorite YouTubers are Ankit Bhatia, Avnish Parker, Cinecom.net, Peter McNinnon, and all just kind of, who are into editing, who are like very good at editing, are just my favorite YouTubers. Favorite cubing YouTuber? I have the same story again. I don't have a personal favorite cubing YouTuber. For example, JRCuber is good at unboxings and reviews. JPerm on the other hand is good for tutorials. DerpyCuber and DGCubes are like they make a lot of comedy videos, and especially DerpyCuber's Q&A are supposed to be very hilarious. So I just don't have a personal favorite cubing YouTuber, but these are the names that I just told are kind of like in the top list for me. Favorite cubing friend, YouTuber. So basically, you are of course one of those because you are my real life friend as well. So a huge shout out to you first of all. Apart from you, I just had my first competition recently, so I got some of my other friends as well. For example, Leo Cuba is one of those. MC Cuba Namanjain or Meg Cuba Namanjain, that's how you actually pronounce it. So he's one of those again. Then I have BAV Hoops, a huge shout out to all of them. And I don't know whether the fourth one is on YouTube or not, but his name is Aditya. So these are the ones whom I really prefer. Next question is from Indian Cuber. He asks, how do you feel on reaching 200 subscribers? Well, I want to thank each and every one of you who has subscribed to my channel. So it's a really great feeling. Like, I know 200 subscribers isn't all that of a great milestone, but a YouTuber who just started YouTube, it's like been 1 year for me, but still getting 200 subscribers isn't all that easy what many people think. So this couldn't have been possible without all of your support. So anyone watching this video who is not subscribed, please hit the red button over there down of the video, and if you're already subscribed, thank you very much. So it's really great feeling, and that's all I can say. Like, I'm running out of words. I want to thank you, but that's I can't say anything more about it. Where do you live? So I live in India, if you don't know, but I'm not gonna reveal anything more about it because I just don't like revealing a lot of private things about me. So I just live in the country of India. You probably already know that, but still I live in India, and I love my country as well. What is your most favorite event? It's by far 3x3. Which is the best cube in the market? So basically I feel the GTS 3M is really a very great cube in the market, but there are cubes such as the 356X or the GAN Infinity, and you know, there are just many other cubes by a very famous company like GAN or Moyu or Chi. So you can just like go and see unboxings and reviews on it. And personally I feel the 356X and Infinity are really great because of the way they feel, the way they sound. Like, just watching the videos, sometimes you have the capability of understanding how a cube actually feels. I personally always feel that with almost any cube or whichever thing I start watching. So I personally feel that those two, and including the GDS3, after you set it up, is a really great cube. Let's Talk Guys asks, what is your real name? My real name is Aryan Manyar. You can check the spelling over here on screen. Mystery Cubing asks, are you a mad or a mouse? Well, if you don't understand, this is just a joke question. So I guess I am... I don't know what I am. Naman Kumar asks, how do I make my cube durable? It becomes slow in one day and there's a lot of dust accumulating in it. So basically what I personally feel is that my case is quite similar to it, but I found some really great ways to prevent this. So first thing is first, you really need to keep in mind that the atmosphere where your cube is clean. For example, if you expose a cube to a lot of sandy kind of an atmosphere, or you just take it out a lot from your home towards a grassy area, or just outside your home where there's like a lot of dust particles moving around in air, those dust particles go and settle down on the pieces. So that might be one reason. So make sure you cube most of your times at home and not too much outside. Second thing, make sure you apply lubricant to your cube in a generous amount, because sometimes it happens that even if you apply, if you don't apply lubricants, it happens that, you know, the pieces just have a rough glide over each other. They don't glide smoothly, and there is like a white kind of residue. I'm sure you might know that. So that just gets accumulated because of that. It kind of gives your cube a smooth feeling, but after it accumulates a lot, your cube becomes a lot sluggish. So at start, even if you have something accumulated, it's okay if you don't clean, but don't let it accumulate too much, because then your cube is going to be sluggish, and wiping a lot of them together is a tedious job. And the third thing I want to tell is that when you apply lube, sometimes it happens that the lube dries off really quick, especially if you're using a lighter lube on the pieces. So the lighter lube dries off and you sometimes have the lube residue itself. So those are the only possibilities you can have. So those are the tips that work for me, so I'm just giving it to you because I had the exact same condition. But after I found out all these things on my own, after a lot of, you know, experiments and all, I just found that these are the things that work the best. So I hope this helps you out too. So Resh asks, who is your favorite YouTuber and why? So I guess I've already answered this question, so I'm now going to answer it once again. Shamik the Cuba asks, favorite 5x5? Now basically I don't really own a Wushuang or an Ultrang GTSM, so I really don't know how do they feel. The only good 5x5s I own, in fact not even good, but the only 5x5s I own is a Shengshao 5x5, some local 5x5, I don't even know what it's called, and a Yushin Cloud. So out of those, I feel the Yushin Cloud is my favorite. Papia Chatterjee asks, who is your favorite cuber? So basically, I don't have a personal favorite cuber, as I already said. It's just Felix and Max Park in these two. But there are actually a lot of other Cubers whom I really admire a lot, like Max Wolf, Sebastian, Philip, and just there are a lot of many other Cubers like yeah, even Leo Borromeo and Seung Hyuk Nam. Like I just can't name everyone because I almost admire everyone whoever is fast. So I really just can't answer all these type of questions. Is it necessary to learn full OLL to get sub 12? I don't feel it's necessary to learn full OLL to get sub 12, and that's because I personally don't know probably 3 or 4 or maybe even 5 OLLs. So I just do the 2-look OLL in that kind of condition, but still my solves be sub 12. So basically the most important thing you gotta focus if you want to be sub 12 is your F2L and your cross. Those are the most important things I feel, because JPUM has a video where he does an average of 12 with 2-look OLL and even 2-look PLL, yet he gets a sub 11 average. So that obviously proves your point that getting a sub 12 does not require full OLL. How long have you been cubing? So basically I'm currently in 9th standard right now, or 9th grade, whatever you call. When I was probably in 5th grade and my summer holidays had started, that's when I was first exposed to a Rubik's Cube. Now I'll not get into the story completely because it's kind of a long story. I'll make probably a separate video after if I get a lot of comments asking for how I started cubing. But basically then I stopped for a long time. Maybe I picked it up again I probably started it again in 2018 July or something like that, but it's been just nearly 1 year if you see it, where I really have taken speed cubing seriously. So I'd say just like 1 year I've been cubing. Your class, I know. Great job. Your best friend. Now I don't want to answer these type of questions because I'm sure many of my friends also watch my videos, so in case I don't take their name, they might feel absolutely bad, which I really don't want, because all of them, I really kind of treat everyone equally, but who proves to be extraordinarily great to me seems to win the battle among all of them. So he's supposed to be my best friend. I'm not gonna name who is it, so it's kind of a suspense. Your 4x4 PB. I don't actually practice 4x4 anymore. My probably PB was 48 point something. I don't know. Because if you remember, I uploaded a sub 1 solve, I don't know how many months ago, but I did upload one on my channel. I was only then very, curious towards 4x4. So I didn't really stop it after that because I just didn't like it anymore. And I got back to my favorite 3x3. So that's it. I really occasionally take up 4x4. I don't have a personal interest in it, but that's my second favorite event, so I think I'll be giving it a try again shortly. Your main editing app. So my main editing app is actually Wondershare Filmora. I know it might sound a very basic app, but trust me, it does wonders, and it's a really simple software to use. Like, for example, my video on the comparison between Usual Magic and MF3RS2M, it was one of the very, many people actually loved the video, its spacing, the music, and all that stuff. So many people asked what camera I use. Let me make it clear, I just use my mobile's camera, no extraordinary DSLRs or anything. So, and the editing on that video is done completely on Wondershare Filmora, yet the result was so great. And back then, I never knew a lot about editing, like, color correcting your videos or color grading your videos or just anything like that. So now that I am kind of, it's been like 1 year since on my YouTube channel is created, so I have a lot of idea about editing videos now. So nowadays I kind of use Premiere Pro or just Photoshop for editing photos, that is the thumbnail of the video. But I say Wondershare Filmora is first and Premiere Pro is second. Maybe the results might change in future, like Premiere Pro might be my most favorite one, but I gotta use it a lot before I actually judge, because Filmora is not a very bad editing app. And if you really want it, you can go check it out. It's a great app. Okay guys, so that concludes it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed the answers that I gave to your questions. I hope you had this video how you actually decided to be. But if you didn't, make sure you leave some comments giving some feedbacks on how you feel the video could have been better, or is it really good or not. So it's really up to you guys. And if you haven't clicked the red button over there, that is the subscribe button, make sure you hit the subscribe button and then you get a bell icon. Hit that so that you're notified whenever I upload new videos, because I try to bring out a lot of good content on this channel. So, and if you haven't liked the video, what are you waiting for? Go hit the smash the like button on the video. So that's about it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time.